Hey, is it a problem to me or is it to you? While I'm joining, it's taking more time. Daniel, you're saying something?
I tried it a couple of times
Hmm.
this time, so I don't know what it is. I tried about 3 times before I was able to hit the site.
Okay, let me check with Ashok IT about this.
Okay,
Create a regular one. We don't need to wait for this, right?
okay.
Even I'm also facing. Yep. Um, how you guys doing? Uh, uh, um, Nishant, Bhattireddy, John, Surya. I think we are missing. Okay, Chandrakala is there. Okay, okay, fine. Are we missing anyone? Okay. So what we have discussed yesterday, is it about submarine cables and ICANN and IANA? These only, I think. Yeah. So okay. Yeah. So we'll discuss about network types today. There are few network types in the world. Those are PAN, LAN, VLAN, CAN, MAN, and something. Let's decode one by one. PAN, personal area network. It is just like, let's consider you are in your bedroom. If you want to use your laptop or use your computer or mobile, if you want to play songs in your sound bar with the help of Bluetooth or something. So when it comes to Bluetooth or wired connectivity in a certain area, okay, in your house also, in a certain area, let's consider within a 10 meters, okay, that should be considered as a PAN, personal area network. This is an isolated network, okay. And when it comes to the LAN, local area network, this is also just like a PAN, but it is having a bit wide range. Inside your home, let's consider you have a duplex home, okay, one or two or maybe three floors over there. So you want to connect all your devices, okay, all your devices with a switch. Let's consider you are going to connect it with all devices with the help of cable, and that cable is going to connect it to a specific device. The device is called a switch. So if you want to connect, or if you want to connect to the internet, or if you want to use the internet service, then you are going to connect your switch to your router, or instead of directly your devices are going to connect to the router. That is called a wireless connectivity, or maybe with the help of LAN cable, you are going to connect all those devices with your router. Okay. If you don't want to use the internet at this point of time, the specific connectivity or the specific network type is called as a LAN, and it is a completely remote, and it is an isolated. If you don't have internet, that means it is a completely isolated zone. And once you are going to connect with the Wi-Fi router or something, that is a connect to the world. Okay, there are two kind of things in this LAN. Okay, I think you already know about this LAN because most of the people are using in their homes, right? Some people are using the LAN cables to connect your PCs or laptops directly to the router. Okay, sometimes are using mostly Wi-Fi. When it comes to the mobiles or printers, mostly the people are using the Wi-Fi's only. Okay, there is a WLAN. Okay, wireless local area network. Okay, extends LAN wirelessly via Wi-Fi access points. It's just like you're using the same setup, the above, the same thing you're using in your home, but instead of wired LAN connectivity, you guys are just going to use only wireless Wi-Fi, And maybe if it the range is low, maybe the wi-fi uh, router you are using can able to pass the wi-fi in 50-meter range or something, but you are in a duplex house, or maybe your house is very big, so you have to use the wi-fi extenders to connect it. But all these things are wireless only. That is called WLAN, WLAN. Okay. And there is a CAN. Mostly we don't know we don't need this thing, but for a general awareness I'm explaining this CAN. So controller area network is available in a bus stand for a real communication between electronic control units at speeds up to 1 Mbps. You can simply take it like an example. While you are using your vehicles, in your vehicles also there are some electronic devices, central cpu units over there. And even though while you're using your while you're traveling in vehicles like cars, like buses also, you can able to access these internet and everything. And also internally those vehicles also controlling by the some kind of electronic devices. Okay. Mostly nowadays the vehicles are also using the electronic device like infotainment systems, like we can able to watch the maps, we can able to play the songs. And also internal it is connected like the automatic controller of wi-fi, sorry, what it is, air conditioner. Okay. The ac, automatic ac control, and also automatic brake control. And something, let's assume if the car is going to crash with some other vehicle at the point of time, there are airbags will open instantly. How it is happening? With the help of this scan only. It is internally activated, internally connected. Okay. That should be called as a CAN, controller area network. Mostly it is used in a vehicles only. Okay. And there is a man. Okay, metropolitan area network. I think there is a CAN. There is some other CAN is also there, that is called campus area network. Okay, this CAN is different, that CAN is different. So that campus area network is nothing but there is a two or three buildings. Let's assume you are studying in an university. In that university, three or maybe four buildings are there, larger scale buildings. All those buildings are going to connected with a single cable, and each and every device. Let's assume the computers which you are using are used by the university is connected with a cable, is known as a campus area network. Like all those devices are inside the all buildings are connected and act like a single network. That network it is called as or considered as campus area network. And when it comes to the man, if a city or a town entirely going to connected as a single network is called as a metropolitan area network. You can consider maybe uh, a campus area network, or maybe a LAN like a residential area network, or maybe a university or anything. Different kind of cans, like LANs. The mixture of all these in a huge model, like a thousands of connectivities, is known as a metropolitan area network, which is a MAN. And there is a WAN, wide area network. Okay, it covers the large geographic area like countries, continents, okay, cities, okay, everything. We can take it as an example of internet. Internet is comes as a WAN, wide area network. Understand? And there is a VPN, virtual private network. Okay, mostly VPN we already know. Some people are using the VPNs in their mobiles while browsing for security browsing, and for some banned games also people are going to play while using the VPN. It is going to trick the IP address. Let's assume if anyone wants to try to steal your data or try to get to know about your data, they want to get to know your IP address first. With the help of IP only, anything will able to happen. With the help of IP, maybe they can able to sniff and try to find out the MAC address. Okay, let's assume in your home there are 10 devices. If they find out the Wi-Fi's MAC, Wi-Fi's IP address also, but still he needs to get to know your exact IP address of your laptop. Okay, for that they are going to try some tricks to find out your MAC address. But the thing is, if he couldn't find the actual IP address of your Wi-Fi, then he can never able to try to hack you, or he can never able to hack you. Okay, that is happen with the help of VPN. There are different kind of VPNs are there. Okay, those are going to shuffle the IP addresses. That means in a few second time, it is going to modify it into another, or it is going to showcase some other IP address which is showing you are in a Australia. At after a few seconds, it is showing you are in a Nigeria. At some time, it is going to showcase you in a Russia, kind of things. But there is a thing in Kali Linux also, we can able to trick the IP address with the help of some tools and commands. We can able to trick it. It is going to modify within 3 seconds. In every 3 seconds, the IP address is going to modify it with a zero cost. I'm saying we don't need any fancy VPNs to use. And when it comes to the organization level, there are a bunch of what it is enterprise level VPNs are there. Those are more effective than an individual use case of VPNs like us. Okay, it's just like a virtual private network. It creates a secure encrypted tunnels over public internet for a private accesses. You are going to use the public internet facility and all. You're going to browsing everything in public, but it is showcasing or it is giving you an access in a private level. That's why we call it as a virtual private network. Okay, and there is a SAN, storage area network. You can simply consider most of these SANs are under beneath of the data centers. Let's assume cloud services are there like AWS, Azure, GCP cloud services are there outside. So an individual or any organization like IT companies are going to using those cloud services because they don't want to maintain their infrastructure. Let's assume if Netflix want to maintain their entire servers databases in physical format, they need a huge building or a small scale data center to hold it. Because of that, they have to take care of multiple things because they are using or they are holding the physical infrastructure. Okay, if they are going to build it and maintain it in a physical way, it should be very costly, and also it should be need to different layers of security. Okay, that means they have to protect it from everything, protect it from thefting and protect it from any kind of disasters. Okay, like a cyclones, earthquakes, whatever it is. And also we have to make it an isolation. No one can able to enter into that without a proper authorization. And also it should be maintained 24 by 7 electricity. Okay, for availability of 24 by 7. And they have to maintain the proper air condition, because all the systems or servers or whatever it is related to the digital, it is created and maintained and run by the processors. The thing is, where the processors came from, it is come from the silicon, from the sand only. So, and the thing is, what it is passing inside those digital chips and all, electricity. If anything goes through these silicon chips, if electricity passes through the silicon chips, at some point of time, it is going to be heat. If the heat is not controlled by us, or the nature, the silicon chips is going to be melted at some point of time. That's why, if even though if you are using your laptop or desktop also, you need to need at least a fan to cool it, or else AC to control the heat inside the computer or laptop. What if you are continuously using your computer or laptop in an hot environment? At some point of time again, maybe those are going to be compromised. That means those are going to be uh, like uh, melted. Even a single layer is melted inside a chip. Okay, the chip is lost, you cannot able to use it, so the server or system should be down. But the thing is, when it comes to a large scale servers like these storage and servers or databases, it is also a big deal. It will generate a huge amount of heat. Okay, it will generate a huge amount of heat. That's why the data centers are going to control and cool it in a traditional manner with the help of water. Okay, they are going to use the water to condense it. Okay, to sending a cool fresh air every time. Because of that, those data centers are using a huge amount of water. Okay. So when it comes to the SAN, the storage area, these are just like a storage kind of setup. Let's assume if you want to run your computer or a laptop or a mobile, if you don't have a storage part, let's assume there is no hard disk, can we able to at least switch on our laptop? Is it possible? No, right? See, without hard drive, without RAM, without processor, without a motherboard or something like these circuits, we can't able to even though use or switch on these any kind of the digital devices. Let's assume you are using a computer. The computer needs RAM and the storage part and also the processor to process it. Everything, every device needs all these things. Okay, maybe if you miss the storage part, or else if you have a low storage, okay, it is only sufficient to install and run the operating system itself. So you cannot able to download or you cannot able to upload or you cannot able to do anything with that. You just able to switch on that and you can able to watch it what is inside it. That's it. So the storage area network is in a large scale way. Okay, the data centers are inside there, are the SAN is there. The storage area network is going to provide you the high level speed of storage accesses. So because of that only, the companies can able to build a big level or a big size of servers or databases within a seconds. If you want to build a server which is having a 500 GB of RAM, a 10,000 GB of a storage capacity based on a virtual machine, okay, you can able to build it within a seconds or 1 to 2 seconds also you can able to build it. You don't need to take care about the power, the cooling system, the security, and the teams to secure like networking team, electricity team, admin team, or any other team, security. We don't need to take care of all these things. Simply we are going to opt the cloud service for a point of time. It's a pay as you go service. How much time we are going to use those services inside any cloud, at that point of time, at that specific time only they are going to charge the money. We don't need to take care about, we don't need to worry about any other things. So how these things are happening within a fraction of seconds? Because the storage capacity is too high than our imagination. Okay, these sands are inside those data centers for a high speed availability. Okay. Because of these sands only we can able to use these virtualization tools and services like whatever we are, the companies, the organizations using the cloud environment. Even we can also create our own sand, but it's too costly thing. Okay. um this thing done. Yeah. So so you guys got my points, or do you have any doubts related to these network types?
Yeah, fine, sir.
Okay, okay.
From you.
Because no one is tagging that way. Am I telling in a right path or not? Okay. If you couldn't
So,
understand,
Sai,
please ask. Yeah, yeah, please.
here you said SAN using the cloud security. The migration also happened in here only, the Azure
No, no, no.
migration.
It's not a security thing. It is just acting like a storage. Let's assume if you want to, how can I say? Yeah, like if you want to use a editing software. Okay, you want to be an editor, so you want to purchase a laptop based on that capacity, or you are going to build a PC based on that capacity. That means the rendering capacity should be high. Okay, if you want to create or design any kind of photos, videos, or any kind of thing that needs a specific tool, those kind of specific tools need more RAM and more storage, for example. Okay, at that point of time the general laptops cannot give you that much efficiency. That means a normal 16 GB RAM or 8 GB RAM or like a 500 GB SSD is not enough to install those and run those. At that point of time you are going to use a high storage capacity laptop and high RAM capacity laptop. Maybe you opted 32 GB RAM and a 1 terabyte storage capacity laptop or a desktop. Then only you can able to install all those things and all. So at that point of time you are increasing the storage capacity because of it should need that level of storage capacity to run it. So the SAN is nothing but it is in a higher level. Let's assume there are terabytes, petabytes of data is over there, like a storage capacity is there. You can consider, I'll show you for an example how it looks like. Yeah, you can see this. Okay, this is the actual data center looks like. Okay, each and every row you can able to see all those are hard drives only. Okay, whatever it is inserted inside inside those panels. Okay, everything is a hard drive only. Okay, these kind of huge level of hard drives is considered as a SAN or like a huge level of storage thing simply. So the clouds are giving us these kind of things, then only we can able to create a virtual missions. Okay, your laptop is a physical mission, you can touch it and deassemble it and assemble it. But while you are going to opting any cloud services, you are going to create and run those servers. Okay, maybe your laptop is also considered as a server, but the capacity is too low. But if you want a 100 GB RAM and a 1 terabyte storage, at that point of time you are going to opt the cloud service instead of you are physically making it. Okay, the cloud will give you pay as you go, like how much time you used it they are going to charge for that. While you are using those kind of, or while you are creating those kind of servers and all, or while you are building those kind of laptop in your way, okay, for your own purposes, okay, it will be created or deleted or modified within a seconds. How it is happening? Okay, it is because of the huge level of storage service only. Okay, it is happening because of a huge level of storage only. Let me give you a clear example. Uh, if you want to like store anything inside a pen drive, okay, it is connected to your laptop. The pen drive capacity is 32 GB, but the data you want to send it to the pen drive is 30 GB. At this point of time it will take minutes to send. Okay, but the pen drive capacity is 100 GB, but you want to send the image file or the video file is just below 1 GB. It will be happen, or it will be sent within seconds. Okay, that is because the data or the availability storage capacity is higher than the data which we are going to process. Then it will be very easy. Okay, if you want to send the same level of data which is also having the same capacity of storage, it will take more time. So to eliminate those kind of things, there is a service called SAN, storage area network, we will use. Okay, it will act behind or beside or inside the those kind of data centers mainly, because that is the only example I'm giving, because I never seen this SAN in any other companies at nowadays they are using. Maybe there is, but nowadays they are not using. Even though if you want to work in any company, if that company wants to maintain their own infrastructure, like main own servers, own databases, everything should need to be create this kind of SAN. Okay, they need to create a bunch of racks, and they are need to insert these storage blocks, these HDD drives or SSD drives inside that, and connect all thing and act like a single drive. The drive needs to connect to give those application servers and databases. Then only the customers, like n number of customers, can able to access it without glitch and all.
So,
You got my
Sai,
point?
you are saying so this SAN is using everywhere, even in banks?
If they have their own infrastructure, or maybe they'll use, or else if they uh, simply if they bought this cloud kind of thing also, maybe inside the cloud data centers also they will use this SAN.
How to protect from security perspective?
See, in protective perspective, what I'm saying, sorry, in a cyber security way you are asking, or physical security?
Cyber security.
Cyber security, see, this is behind the servers, buddy. If you want to touch this SAN or any storage thing, you have to touch the application first. It is not a different thing. It is just simply connected. Let's assume you just opened your laptop. Okay, instead of fixed, you just deassemble it, opened. Okay, there is a panel outside there. Let me write a diagram.
I
Sorry.
think through the firewall NGFM traditional model.
See, whatever it is, I'll let you know. Okay, this is a SAN, storage network. This is an application, or else this is a database. I'm showing it in a individual way. Application, server, DB, server. Okay. So whatever it is, whether it is a DB server or application server, it is installed inside this like SAN only, or the storage capacity only. Okay. It is all interlinked, or on top of only it is installed only, even though if you are going to consider the RAM also. Okay, maybe we are going to give a specific RAM for the specific application server and a specific RAM for the specific TB server, but the storage we are going to connect it directly, redirected with this SAN only. So whatever it is happening, let's assume if you want to store the application data or whatever it is going to store inside this SAN only. Okay, then only we can able to get all the data. We are just simply going to open Netflix, and we are going to just give our email ID or something. Within a fraction of seconds only, it will find out the username and password. That is because of, on top there is an application kind of things are there, like cache and everything is there, but behind there is a storage is there, huge level of storage is there. That storage you can consider it as a SAN. I'm not saying everything is a SAN, but SAN is mostly everywhere. Okay, that's why it is showcased like enterprises use SAN for virtualization, backing up disk arrays to tape without server involvement. Okay, simply it is going to process everything throughout the application, throughout the database or whatever it is, simply going to store it there. Okay, every organization need some amount of storage to store their details and all. Let's take it as an example of banking. If you are using a banking application, like you use a credit card, a debit card, net banking, UPI, everything you are using with a single bank account. So they are going to y- store your entire data. Let's assume you'll go to bank and I want to, I need my 5 years bank statement. Okay, that statement should be 100 pages or 200 pages or 1,000 pages. What if it is a current account? You have a business, you're using a current account, every day there are lakhs of rupees transferring. Okay, you need a 2,000 pages of your bank statement. So everything is going to be stored at back end level. Maybe SANs are there, or maybe a physical structure are there, whatever it is considered as a mostly SAN only. Okay, SAN is nothing but a storage area network. Okay, if it is in a single level format like a individual disks or something, we call it as ssds or hard drives. If 100 hard drives or 1,000 hard drives are connected and looks like a rack, okay, that is considered as a SAN.
And say SQL injection would in this SAN.
Nobody. SQL injections are into the DB level. It needs to be past the data. It needs to be, see, the usernames, passwords, whatever it is related to the user, email IDs, mobile numbers, passwords, or any kind of things which is related to the user for the login purposes and authentication or authorization purposes, it is going to be stored in a database. Let me show you. So this is the DB server, right? So if you want to, this is your laptop. You want to watch, this is a Netflix. This is the complete Netflix infrastructure. So you want to watch a Netflix. At this point of time, it is going to check with the DB server while you are giving your details. Okay. Username, password. While you're giving username and password, maybe if it is asked for OTP also, you have to give the OTP. So where it is going to check it inside the database, if you are registering, it is going to store it in a database. Okay, you are giving your name. Sai is your username, sai@gmail.com, and you have a password, something you are given. Okay, you are registered. So it is going to verify. Okay, the first time it is going to store it here, and second time if you want to log into that at this point of time, it is going to verify the given credentials are correct or not. Okay, maybe you'll get a doubt. Sai, at a time 1 million or 2 million, maybe 10 million people wants to access this um, Netflix at a time. What will happen? Maybe the database will go down. Maybe it will be crashed. To eliminate this kind of thing, there is a one other thing which is called cache. Cache is there. So what is cache? Cache is aligned with the database. Okay. So what it is going to do, it is already, cache is already having the all the user data inside the cache. It act like a same kind of memory like a database. So only the first time customer, okay, only while you are creating your credentials, it is going to directly to the database server. Okay, and if you are going to log in after creating, at that time also it is going to database, but while you are logging in, it is going to store a specific chunk or a specific data inside the cache too. Okay, for the first time, only at the point of time you're creating your credentials, it is directly going to the DB. And when once you are going to log into the same DB, see, DB is nothing but when you are going to log into the Netflix, it is going to two times, like it is going to the database and it is going to the cache too. So the second time while you are going to log in, it is not directly going to the database, it directly go to the cache first. It is directly verified. So if the details match, it directly allowed to the application server. That means you can able to open your access your Netflix. Okay, if the cache is not there, maybe the DB server will down. Okay, there are some caches are there which is Redis and sorry, and mem, some kind of caches are there. Mostly Redis are mostly used by the clouds companies and organizations. So whenever you create your credentials, it is going to the database first. So after that, whenever you are trying to log in, okay, maybe sometimes while creation login is happening at a time, okay, the first time it is going to store it here directly database also. The second time while you are logging and giving your data and all, it is going to verify it at cache level only. Then Then after, whenever you are trying to give your credentials, within a fraction of seconds, cache will get it now and let you in. Okay, what if you give, instead of Sai, you give a double I, Sai at the gmail.com, SAII at the gmail.com. It will reject it here only. It doesn't need to go to the database at that point of time. If you give the right credentials, those are already stored in cache, then it is going to it will allow you to the application server. Okay, there are bunch of things we like a bunch of what it is advantages are there. Let's consider, we are using, while we are using browsers or while we are using our mobile applications, are we giving the passwords every time in our mobiles in any application, whether it is a Netflix or Prime or any kind of application, Instagram?
No.
Are you giving? No, right? That is happening because of this cache only. Okay, in mobile applications, it is directly is verifying. While you are, once you given it, you don't need to give again and again. Even in website level also, cache is there. That cache also will allow you to multiple times. But once you are going to remodify or maybe update the password, there will be give you an option. Do you want me to log out from all devices which is logged in? You will see those kind of um, pop-ups or messages while you're updating the
Yeah,
passwords in some applications.
without logging logged out, we can do setup, right? It will be asked to close all applications relating to the same tab.
Yeah. So at that time also, what will happen if you couldn't give that please log out from everywhere in other devices also, after some point of time, after you are modifying the password, the DB server and cache is continuously rendering their data. Okay, once you change the password, the DB server and cache will let to know something is happening fishy. The data is modified or manipulated. Something at that point of time, they won't allow you. So again, you have to give the right password only, or refresh it, and again you have to give the right password sometimes. Then only it will get to know, okay, the password is changed. Again, it is going to remodify and change it inside the DB along with the cache too. This is a behind mechanism happening. And when someone asked me about this SQL thing, right? SQL injection is nothing but the user or a hacker is going to giving malicious query details instead of username and password. Okay, if I'm going to give a query, let me show you 1 = 1. This is a kind of SQL query. Okay, if I'm going to give this query instead of my username, if it is executed, let's assume the Netflix is executed that. Okay, if the Netflix is executed that means there is a SQL injection is there. Okay, if anything is happened, there is a, sorry, if it is executed, there is a SQL injection is there, you can consider it. But there are almost 7 to 8 individual SQL injection types are there. You have to find out what kind of SQL injection is inside the application. So for that, you have to frame your individual queries and you have to test multiple times to find out what kind of SQL injection is there and how many types of SQL injections are still available inside this particular application. If it rejects, it will show you give a right format email address or something. That is that is nothing but you have to know the input sanitization is there. That means the developer who are going to building this application like databases and everything, if he write an individual kind of queries like just sorry, so if he adds some kind of code which represents only names and letters can only be allowed at the point of time while you're logging in. That means only Sairam or Sai123 kind of, or maybe at the rate hash dollar dot, only those special characters only will be allowed to create or log into the application. So at this point of time, they won't allow any other special characters like equal to, hyphen, hyphen, semicolon, colon, those kind of things. So that means if you couldn't able to give these kind of special characters, that means you cannot able to gather the information, or you cannot able to penetrate that database with the help of SQL injection. Okay, when only these kind of special characters can only be executed inside the user input fields, then only we can consider there is a SQL injection. Until unless there is no SQL injection, so the input sanitization is there, though we cannot able to give these kind of special characters and all. Okay, it is going to verify at both levels, cache and DB level 2.
Sai, it works in the URL levels also same like this only.
URL levels is different. That's not related to again SQL. That is completely other vulnerability.
Sai, one question here. So we can connect to the DB via application and directly we can log into the DB, right? There are
No,
two
we can.
possibilities.
Yeah, please. Sorry. Yeah, please.
See, to connect the DB, so two
Huh?
ways we can connect it, like through the application, like if you take login page, so definitely it will ask the username and password and it will fetch those details and it is trying to connect the DB. In that time, we are passing this payload, like
Hmm.
whatever you has given, right?
Yes.
So the same payload we can give directly to log in the DB itself. Suppose you are logging the DB directly, right, instead of application.
See how you are going to access. See, are you a developer?
Yes, yeah.
So how the functionality will work? Any application? Are you directly
No,
log into application, or it is passing through the database to the application?
no, to the both the things we are using. Suppose
Okay.
we are using lower environments like
Okay.
pre-production, testing, or dev. So
Okay.
if you want to check some data kind of issue directly, we are logging into the DBs directly itself, right? Instead of application.
So what about production?
Production always we should log in through the application itself. But
Okay.
in some kind of here also we can do na. So as you said that
See,
gray hat hacker
whatever it
will also
is,
do.
what I'm saying, I'm just explaining you architecture. But the thing is, the one and only thing is, there is a user input fields, right? Like, show you just a second. So this is called user input field, right? If I'm going to give any malicious query here, or instead maybe sign in directly, it is what it is asking. Enter your info to sign in, like, or get started with a new account. Okay, that means it is going to act like a two. If you want to register also you can do, or if you want to log in also it will do. So at this point of time, I'll give test@gmail.com. Okay, something went wrong, review your email address and try again, it is saying. That means it is, there is no such kind of email or something is there. Okay, if I give, I'll explain you, buddy. Just wait, I'll show you. Okay, please enter a valid email address. Have you seen this one?
Yeah.
It
It
is
is
showing
proper
a different
validation
kind
that
of,
inputs are
yeah, that is called validation. Input validation is there.
yeah.
Okay, if you can able to give test 123 at the rate gmail.com, whatever it is, maybe it will going to tell you maybe the given email id is not there, the or review your email id or wrong email id, whatever it is. The thing is, the represented email id is not inside the db, simply. But if you give these kind of queries or something, that is called please enter a valid email address, this is not a email id, right? The system will get to know this is not an email id, the user is trying to input something. If it is giving like this, that means you, there is a input sanitization is there. Okay, if I'll go, let me show you, this is a test website.
I think you have to let to the third party cookies, maybe the option you have to on.
You guys, yeah, you guys are going to the different fields and different paths at a time.
Maybe
while I'm
sometimes it's
while I'm
happened to me
explaining a
also like
specific
this.
topic, you are going to different. You're directly going to the vulnerabilities, cookies and all. We haven't touched the subject, but still, it takes
Maybe
time.
sometimes it's happened to me also. That's why I'm saying I'm also doing those things, showing like this only.
It needs some time. It needs some time. Once we touch the penetration testing, you can ask anything, you can do anything. I won't stop you. Okay. See something here. Okay. So I'm going to sign up or something. Okay. This is a test website. Okay. It is already saying sign up is disabled. Please use the username test and the password is also test. Then only it will allow you. Okay. Instead of test, if I give Sai and then Sai, hit enter, it is again not showing anything. So if I give test, again test, you can see, oh, where it is gone. Aha,
Some other vulnerability it is giving.
bro,
Uh,
someone got hacked this website and it is redirecting to YouTube.
yeah,
Who
yeah, bro.
who did this? Who did this? It is redirecting to the YouTube.
Yes, some redirection happening here. So instead of going and opening the authentication.
Aha. There are people are there like you. Some enthusiastic guys did this or
No, no,
okay.
this is fine. This is test. We can continue our class, Sai. So maybe we can discuss by that vulnerability comes now. So in that,
Okay. I'll give you a basic example here. So if I give and then admin and then enter here. See, you can see log out test. That means it is logged in. You got it? Okay, I'll show it again and again. Okay, I'll show it here. If you give test, it is redirecting to some other like YouTube or something. If I give and admin, if I click login, there is nothing here, right? If I click login, oh, what happened? Uh, uh, admin, oh, admin. Okay, maybe do I need to click? Oh, it's not working, bro. Something is
you can
phishing.
take one more website also if you want, like Altora Mutual. Is there some more testing website?
Oh, okay. Hmm, it is also redirecting to here only. Uh-huh. It's okay. We'll go there. Yeah. So what you are asking, Bathreddy, you are asking like, can we able to go for a
No, no, no.
application level
My
or a deep
question
level?
is these things I know. So, but my question is whatever the payload which we have given, right,
Yeah,
in
yeah.
input field, like
Hmm.
colon or so colon or one equal to one,
Yes,
some
yes,
comments.
yes,
Okay, the
yes.
same kind of payload can we give directly while logging into the DB itself? So
While
there are
logging means as a DB admin, or you are saying as an employee, you are asking, not a hacker.
no, not only employees, even for if you
Okay.
take
If
production DBs
anyone gain
also.
unauthorized
Right?
access, if anyone wants to give these kind of queries, you are asking, right?
Ah, yes, correct. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, it will work. The
Okay. Okay.
even it is also the thing is there. If the DB super admin is modified the query sanitization and everything, if they give the sanitization things and all, maybe it is also work like. But mostly it will work 99% because the query should be used these kind of semicolons, colons, and hyphens, right? In database. So without these, we can't sanitize each and everything. So if the hacker got unauthorized access, then definitely run. What if I'm going to run a sleep command? The database will go to the sleep,
Yes,
right?
yes. Yeah,
Or
yeah.
else, if they give the sanitization for a sleep, shutdown, restart kind of commands over there inside the application, like if anyone wants to give those kind of commands, it won't work like that. If they give that kind of sanitization also, maybe it will stop that. Okay, it's not a simple thing. While we are going to securing an application, I know the pain of developers while we are giving these reports to them. Okay, there are bunch of ways we can do. So the SQL injection is just finding the vulnerabilities while we are giving some malicious scripts in a user fields. It will happen before login and after login also. Okay, before you are going to log in, like that means the user field should be username, password, OTP kind of thing. But after login also, you can able to run these kind of queries. You can able to find out is SQL injection is happening inside that application also. That's represents like if I'm going to create a dummy credentials, with the help of dummy credential, I can able to log into the application and I can able to run this query. Maybe directly it is not accepting at a username password fields. So I can able to log into the Netflix. I can able to run these queries inside the Netflix search bar. Like we can able to search movies or whatever it is inside the search bar is also there, right? So we can able to run these kind of things also. We have to find out how many types or how many ways we can able to run those kind of malicious things inside the application. Okay, maybe that will clear your doubt.
Yeah, maybe when we are going to discuss this SQL injection, maybe there will be a lot of questions will come, Sai. So
Yeah, maybe it will
don't
take
waste. Yeah.
more classes also.
Or yes. Oh, okay, fine. We can continue. So sorry for that.
Okay. Yeah, so these things we have completed are we're at the initial level. Okay. So yeah, network topologies. Okay. If in a single room or you are working in a company that is a startup, okay, inside the room or inside the building is everything connected with a wire, a single wire. There is a single cable is passing through each and every room, or in a single room also there is a single cable. The each and every computer is going to use that cable to connect. Okay, that is called as a bus topology. Okay, single central cable connected devices is considered as a bus topology. Okay, here the the maintenance cost and all very less. There is no need to maintenance and all. It's just about the cable only. Okay, let's assume there is an issue with a specific computer. It's not going to impact the other computers. But if there is an issue with the cable, it is going to impact all the computers. You got my point? If it is an issue with my computer, okay, we all are connected to a single cable. Maybe I'm not able to use anything, or I'm not able to connect it to you guys. But if it is a problem with this cable, okay, if it is a problem with this cable, we all are lost the connectivity, right? That is called bus topology. It is a very cost effective, like a low cost it is, and it's a very low maintenance. We don't need to maintain it for a specific thing or something. And when it comes to the star topology, in star topology, I missed something. Sorry. So the thing is, if I want to send you the document to Bhathireddy, okay, this is Bhathireddy's computer. This is me. I want to send my important file or a project file to you. But instead of it is receiving by you, it is going to receive by each and everyone because we all are using a single cable. Okay. At this point of time, I cannot able to send you, like I cannot able to send you in personally. It will not only received by you. It is going to received by each and everyone who is connected to the specific cable. Okay. But when it comes to the star topology, it is going to, like, each and every computer is going to connect it to a switch. Okay, everything is going to connect it to a switch. Let me show you, not this switch, bro. Yeah, these kind of, you can able to see. It is going to the Amazon or something, it's okay. So we can able to connect our entire system. We have 8 individual computers are there. With the help of LAN cable or something, we are going to connect everything to the switch. So the switch is going to do So the switch will help you if some person want some send some data to some person, we can able to send it. It will give you that ability. Switch will give you that ability. Okay. So if anything happened to any computer, again it's not going to impact any other computer. But if anything happens to this device which is called switch, it is going to again impact all the computers. Okay. So the thing difference between this bus and star is we can at least send what we want to, or whomever we want to send it. That is fine thing. And when it comes to the ring topology, okay, there is a ring topology is there. It is going to connect to each device, connected to exactly two others. That means mine is connected to Bathireddy at a time, Daniel too. Okay, two cables, like I have to connect from one end with Bathireddy and other end with Daniel. Daniel is going to connect with me at a time, Chandrakala. Chandrakala is again going to connect with Daniel at a time, Surya. So this will happen. Okay, this is a ring topology. If anything happens with my computer, okay, Bathireddy cannot send anything to me, and I cannot send anything to Daniel also. Or else, if this particular cable is got disconnected or got damaged, okay, in between me and Daniel, so I cannot send anything to Daniel, but Daniel can able to send it to Chandrakala, and also Bathireddy can able to send to me. But the thing is, I cannot able to send until unless this cable was recreated, or maybe have to replace it. So there is a reverse ring topology also there. So all these computers again going to connect with one another cable in a reverse way. That means I can able to send to Daniel and I can able to send to Bathireddy also. If it is a only single ring topology, I cannot able to send to two persons at a time. If it is going forward like this in a clockwise, I can able to send to Daniel. Or if it is happening in a anti-clockwise, I can able to send to Bathireddy. I cannot able to send it to Daniel. But if you are going to connect it with some other cables also, that is called reverse ring. Okay, that means two kind of cables are connected, or maybe a single cable act like a two ways. So at this point of time, I can able to send to anyone. That means I can able to send to Bathireddy or Daniel at a time also, or individual times also. Separately I can send. But if the same thing happened, the cable got damaged in between me and Daniel, I can able to send it to Bathireddy. Maybe I cannot able to send it to Daniel. Okay, so the traffic won't be um, stopped at this point of time at a reverse ring topology. But if it is a single ring topology, maybe if it is a clockwise or anti-clockwise, if anything happens to the server or cable, it will definitely stop at one point. Okay, if it is about my computer only, I cannot able to send something to Bathireddy at this point of time because I'm using anti-clockwise. So I cannot able to send anything. So he cannot able to pass it to anyone. So it will be stopped at here. Even it is circulated, and even Daniel again send it to me also, I cannot able to send it to Bathireddy. Okay, if it is a dual ring topology or double ring topology, I can able to send it to either Bathireddy. If I face any issue, I can at least I can able to Daniel. Or else if I face anything at Daniel level, I can able to send it to Bathireddy. Okay, that is called double ring topology. Okay. And mesh topology, yeah, this is an important thing. So mesh topology is nothing but every device connects with a multiple or all other devices. Okay, each and every device is connected with the other device. Let's assume if I want to send anything to Chandrakala, I can directly send. If I want to send anything to Surya, I can able to send. If I want to send anything to Daniel, I can send. The same way you guys also can send anyone anything to anyone. That is called mesh topology. Okay, at this point of time we don't have much issues over there, because mostly each and everything is connected with the help of cables or something. So even one kind of cable lost or something, I can able to send it to someone and say you can send it to the other person. So we can't face much issues here. But the thing is, creating or making and maintaining this kind of mesh topology is a very high costly thing. Okay, it's a costly thing. And tree topology is nothing but like a combination of star networks. What we see in the star, I'll show you again. Star is just connected to a centralized device called switch or hub, right? It is going to distribute everything to the all other computers. So two or more stars are connected with a single device or a single another individual switch is considered as a tree. Let's consider this is a server or a computer which is having an important data in our company. Okay, me and Daniel working in a VAPT, and you all other guys are working in a SOC team. Okay, but we both teams need to access this. Okay, in middle there is a switch over there. You can consider the switch is going to connected by me and Daniel, and here also one switch are there. The switch is also connected to all of your computers, so we can able to access directly this with the help of switches and this help of tree topology. Okay, it is just a distributing thing only. And a hybrid topology. Okay, combination of two or more topologies. Okay, it's simple, like if you are going to use like a bus star at a time or a star ring at a time or anything, if you are going to use a two kind of topologies at a time or maybe more topologies at a time, two or more topologies is considered as a hybrid topology. Nowadays mostly using this hybrid topologies only. Okay. Let me show you in an attack perspective. Okay, in attacks perspective, if ransomware attack in bus network, what will happen? That means if any malicious email or any malicious file got downloaded by me, it is going to impact all of you at a time, because it is all the computers are connected with a single cable only. It is very easy to attack if you guys are using a bus topology. If an organization or a company or a group of people using bus topology, the attack ratio would be 100%. Simply you can attack it, each and everyone. I can able to sneak into everyone account, and I can able to access all the accounts or the laptops. Okay, that is the major thing. I'll share you this document. I'm not reading each and everything, it will take more time, that's why you can able to read it. I'll give you the examples too. And the star topology, again star topology is also an important thing while it comes to the ransomware attack. Ransomware attack is nothing but just locking the devices from operating system level. Okay, I'm just going to create a keyword at the operating system level. Until unless uh, until unless you give that keyword or password, you can't able to access your laptop, or maybe you have to flush out the DVD drive to reinstall the operating system. That is the only way. Okay, but companies won't do that, so it will lost everything. It will lost each and every data. So star topology, if anything passes to a single computer, it won't impact all other computers until unless it is going to impact the switch or hub. If the switch or hub can able to give you the access at that point of time, maybe the other computers also will get impacted. Okay, and the ransomware attack in a ring topology, it is also mostly the same thing will happen. If anything got happened with a single computer, let's assume if the cable got broken, all the other computers should be safe, or else if it is cross or if it is going to any other computer. The major point here is, in any topology, if you guys are using connectivity through cables, the attack ratio should be high. Maybe if you guys are connected through the wireless network or Wi-Fi also, maybe it's a bit less than comparing with the physical wire connectivity or cable connectivity. But I'm not saying Wi-Fi or wireless is more secure or something. Even we can able to attack the Wi-Fi to gain the access to each and every computer or a device which is connected to that specific Wi-Fi. Okay, so yeah, mesh topology is ransomware attack in mesh. You can see Phishing email, initial compromise, IAM, and lateral movement. Lateral movement is nothing but if any hacker is going to get into your computer, like your organization computer, let's take it as an example. We all are working in an organization. He is going to laterally moving inside computer, like file to file, folder to folder, like what inside that, have you downloaded any like application related data, like important data, sensitive data kind of thing. He's going to verify each and everything. Once he's got an important details or like credentials and everything, like your email ID, password, which is used by the organization, everything, he's going to attack the other computers or the servers too. Okay, those kind of things also will happen. Okay, this is happening with the help of a phishing email. If a single employee got the phishing email in a mesh topology network, that means in a hybrid kind of network, it is mesh is also like we all are connected through a company generated email or something, or we can able to access that that specific email can be accessed by each and everyone at that point of time also. If it is clicked by one person also, it will have the attack would be happen, or if it is clicked by multiple persons also, the attack should be happen. That means even one person click that malicious script also, there is a chance to the hacker will get into the other computers of the same organization. Okay, yeah. It's a tree. Again the same thing. If the major device got impacted with the help of this malicious software, so whether it is a switch device, hub device, or any computer also, or maybe a individual computer act like a switch also to give the access to each and every other computer, again it is going to impact it. Okay, usually these things will happen with the phishing emails only. That's why I'm giving the example of a phishing email. What will inside the phishing email, it looks like as like our company or organization email only, but inside that they'll write something which accurately represents to our company, or same looks like you'll receive regularly. But the thing is they'll mention image or video or a URL. Okay, that looks like you have to complete this assessment or you have to fill this form, like that it looks like. Even though while you are going to open that file or form URL, it may be open into a individual form or something which looks like a normal form. You are just going to give your details for again BGV verification or for client purpose or something, whatever it is. But the thing is, at the fraction of time while you're clicking it, something is going to download it behind the inside your laptop or a PC. Usually the companies mostly have these EDRs, endpoint detecting tools, or IDS, intrusion detection systems. Mostly they'll catch it. Okay, even if couldn't catch those things, if it is a highly undetectable malicious software, if it is, then you will be gone, your company will be gone. And also sometimes the company only will send you to test it, whether you are aware about all this and whether you are attentive to the security and all. Okay, if you click it, then they will send you, okay, you have misused your credentials or something, then you have to go to complete the security assessment again. They'll send you that email also again and again. They are going to check you some point of times. Okay, yeah. Security. Okay, yeah. I told you like this lateral movement and all, right? There is a word called ACLs, access control list. Okay, if the hacker got find out these ACL, access control lists, or IAM, identity access management, or RBAC, rollback access control, whatever it is, which represents the role based access controls and all. Okay, based on your role and responsibility, they'll give you some amount of or some level of accesses to the company resources. Okay, if you are a developer, you don't need to check the Kubernetes clusters inside the AWS cloud. Okay, you're just a developer. Your work is you have to write the code and you have to test the code at your level as a syntax errors or a basic level of test, and you have to upload it to the GitHub. But you don't need to check the Kubernetes and all. Those kind of things will happen at ACLs and IAM and all. And when it comes to exactly ACL, access control list, there is a file or folder is there. Okay, it should be accessed by a super admin. You cannot. Okay, that is also written by the developers and all, or maybe the infrastructure guy, architects are going to take in care all those. Okay, if the hacker can able to penetrate these kind of things while sneaking or laterally moving inside your laptop, which is given by the organization, there is also a chance to get the access of super admin again. If he got all the details like access control lists, if he can able to modify this kind of lists and all, maybe he can give access to their hacker team also. They can able to do the bunch attack, like the community attack also. There are bunch of things we can able to assume it. Okay, and hybrid also we can easily confront this thing. Actually, any kind of attack, like a number of kind of topologies we are using, number of kind of attacks will happen at that point of time, will impact it. You can see bus topology, a single point failure can give a very high failure rate is there. In a lateral movement is also very high, and only monitoring complexity is very low, and security maturity need is very low. And star is a um, high failure rate. And when it comes to the movement, lateral movement is medium, and monitoring is also medium, and security is also medium. And when it comes to the hybrid, it is going to the depends especially. And lateral movement is controlled if designed well. Okay, if access control is IAM and all, if those are properly configured, then no one can able to access the confidential data. And monitoring is also very complex because you have to observe each and every individual device which is connected in different topologies. Okay, security maturity is a very high. So because it is a, we can able to it is, I'm sorry, these mesh tree hybrid are like a customized things. There are bunch of things will be there, number of cables or number of connectivities or number of devices will occur. So we can able to customize our security things, infrastructure things. That's why we can able to at least control the in and outs, like who needs to log in or who needs to log out or who needs to access other like authentication authorization. We can easily take care about it. Mhm. Yeah, I gave you some cloud security related also. You can able to see VPC architecture resembles segmented tree plus partial mesh, and security groups equal to micro firewalls and ACLs, transit gateway, mesh backbone. Attack surface depends more on misconfigured. Okay, okay, this should be very high. We'll discuss on next classes. Okay, I'm giving you AWS related. Okay, so I'll share you these documents. Okay, please go through it, and we have discussed the types and the network models. Okay, so we have covered the IP addresses, and what we covered. Can anyone tell me? We have covered the IP addresses, network types, network topologies, about the connectivity between like submarine cables, and how a frame is going to like transmitted between the devices, and OSI model and TCP IP model. Have you all guys, or all of you got all those things, like you guys are understand, or if you guys are couldn't understand anything in point of that, any subject or any topic, anything? Okay, then